enthusiasts, and welcome to the second season of Scaled Affairs, where I once again take a closer look on anime figures of all sorts. For the first season I used up all my backlog from 2019, but for this new season there will also be a ton of new, or at least more recently bought figures. So sit back and relax while I'll show you what's maybe worth adding to your collection. Today's figure is Kadokawa's modern interpretation of Megumin from the hit comedy series Konosuba. Megumin comes to you in a quite normal window box with large cutouts that give away the sheer emptiness inside of it. Honestly, I never quite understood why figure manufacturers are so eager to produce bigger than necessary packages. I know it psychologically feels nice to get a big box when you spend so much cash on a figure, but this can't be the only reason they are doing this. Inside the box, as already stated, you will find a large empty blister with Megumin, the base, her stage guitar and the cable embedded into it. They are all packed separately, and there is also a face cutout so that you can see Megumin's expression more clearly when she's still inside the box. Based on her straightforward design and pose, you would think that mounting her is an easy task, but surprisingly I run into quite a few issues. First of all, I had to pull her legs apart a bit since the mounting pegs on the base did not match up exactly with the shoe holes. The second struggle was to clip the guitar strap into her left shoulder. I know I have big fingers and maybe I forgot how to mount figures during 2020, but to proper place her instrument wasn't particularly fun to do and was only negatively topped by installing the thin wire that should represent the sound cable running from the guitar to an amp. First of all, the wire comes to you all wound up and therefore it's impossible to bend it into a smooth curve without any ugly kinks. I mean, they didn't manage it on the product photo, so how should an average consumer achieve it? And second, the cable has no end point. Of course, an amp or speaker would be the preferred solution for this problem, but God forbid this would lower the profit margin of a 16k yen figure. But you don't even get a hole in the base. Instead, you just have to leave the other end of the cable lying on the base while trying your best to hide it behind her feet. It's so strange that it didn't mold this cable out of thin ABS like so many other companies do. My suggestion would be, don't attach it, and for the sake of better visibility, I will now also film the figure without it. But enough of the minor detail rants, let's talk about the figure. When I saw this simple urban design of a beloved fantasy character, I instantly fell in love with it. Granted, I'm not the biggest Konosuba fan and I don't know if this outfit is a reference of some kind, but I simply like figures that feature instruments or fantasy characters in a more casual outfit. So I was immediately hooked on her appearance, and also Design Coco made some astounding figures in the past. One of the main highlights of her outfit are the fishnet stockings, and since I never owned a figure with that kind of clothing, I was a bit surprised that they are made out of real threads and also that they are sewn together on the backside. In retrospective it seems obvious, but the naive side of me really thought they could make it like real life fishnet stockings without a big fat theme on the back. Also, her hot pants with the chain and the belt are crafted well, and in general her outfit simply fits the overall tone of the figure. The only color accent on her is the guitar and the eye patch. I don't know if the guitar had to be purple because it's a reference to a famous existing instrument, but in my opinion a dark red that matches her eye pad and eye color might have been the better fit. In general, the paint job is solid but nothing really outstanding. Of course, you have several different finishes like glossy boots, a glittery one for the guitar and flat colors for her shirt and hair, but given the color palette there isn't really much to work with. Sadly, I also spotted a major color defect on my figure right above her eye patch. It seems that small dots of red color from it dropped on her face. I looked up other close-up pictures of her and they were clean. Apparently I just got a case of the Mondays. As photographer, this doesn't really bother me that much because such small defects can easily be edited out, but of course as a collector and on a review with high focus on details, it looks pretty bad. Besides this paint defect on her face, the actual expression is fine, but for a 1:7 scale figure the print for her eye could have been a bit sharper and cleaner. Also, for a hairstyle that's simple, it is molded from lots of different parts, resulting in many seams and edges. And that the paint job on it is just one shade of dark brown doesn't help much either. All in all, this review might come across much more negatively than intended, and let me tell you, I still like this figure, especially the concept, her pose and all the modern casual clothes. But with a price tag of over 15,000 yen and a quality company like Kadokawa and Good Smile behind it, you also slowly start to expect above average quality for your hard-earned money. If you like figures themed around rock music or fantasy characters dropped in a modern setting, this might be the figure for you. But if you are only interested in her because Megumin is your favorite character, you might end up disappointed and maybe just aim a bit higher for releases like the spectacular looking Shibuya Scramble Explosion version. Next time, yeah, about that. Since I don't have a backlog anymore, I have to roll with the punches and release those episodes every time a new figure arrives at my doorstep. Until then, check out all the old videos from Season 1 and make sure you come back for another episode of Scaled Affairs. Until then, take care, keep collecting and sacrifice your wallet cum.